Hey, welcome back everybody. Today is the day. What is today? Today is when I get to start building my workbench in here. But I got a mess over here. See all that right there against that wall? I have to clean all that up because I'm putting my workbench across that wall, like I said. Let me get that cleaned up and I'll get back with you. And just like that, it's clean. Okay, this is going to be, it's like a little over 13 feet wide. I know it's a 14-foot shed, but you know, we got a half-inch wall, 3.5 inch there, then I think it's a 5/8 inch other thing over there. You double that up, it's not 14 inches inside. But I'm going to build it 14 foot wide, you know, 13. Well, so I'm going to build it from that wall to that wall, and it's going to come out roughly 2 feet. And I think that's all I'm going to need. I thought about making a U-shaped, you know, having the bench come out here, out to here to match this loft, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. If I need it, I will, but I think, you know, 14 foot wide, I know 13, a little over 13 wide workbench is going to be good enough. Be one solid bench, and it's going to be bigger than anything that I had in Arkansas. Well, except over on my Olive Street house, that was a 16-foot long workbench. Okay, well let me get started. I've seen other people build workbenches and I don't do anything normal. You guys should know that by now. So this is how I build my workbenches. First thing is I got to put a 2x4 all the way across that wall there, and it's got to be level, and then I start from there. I know you're dying to know, how wide is it? It's time for a peddler tip. Don't tell anyone, this is top secret. You know, this board here is 13 feet, 1 1/8 inches long. It's kind of hard to start screwing it into the wall here and supporting that other end. So here's my tip. Figure out what the bottom height of this board's going to be and put you a spacer in there. So look, I can pick this up and it'll hold it. Then all you got to do is pick up your board, make sure it's on your brace box block down there. Set your level here. Make sure it's level. Start bolting this to the wall. Well, I got the first board in. Now I need to get my measurement for my side boards that come out there on each side. But then I got to make my legs too. I'm using 4x4 posts for my legs on this. I don't know where any of you guys live at, but a 4x4 treated post is cheaper than a standard 4x4 untreated post around here. It's been that way for the last 3 or 4 years. It's always been cheaper just to buy the treated 4x4 than a standard 4x4. But now you buy a treated 2x4, it's almost $5. You buy an untreated, it's like maybe a little over $3. Well, let me get these measurements and whoa, whoa, whoa! This was a pain in the butt to build. I guess these kind of buildings are not really square. Let me explain. Remember this back board right here? This one. You saw me use a level on that board when I put it up. But when you looked at that board from way over there, it sloped down to the right. I thought it was just these black lines on the wall here going across and everything. I thought it was like playing an optical illusion on me. So it was this corner here that was lower. So I measured from the floor to the bottom of this 2x4, and I went over there on that end, and it was the same measurement. So I measured from the top of the wall down to the top of this 2x4 down there. Then I come down here and did the same measurement, and it's a 1/2 inch difference. So how can this be? The measurement is the same at the bottom of the 2x4 from the floor up, but from the top down, it's a 1/2 inch off. I even measured the height of the walls, and the walls are the same height. I even ran my level down this whole board looking for any warps or anything in it, and it touched the whole edge all the way down. I even took the whole board off and looked down, you know, the edge of it, and it's perfectly straight. What's going on here? This is what's going on here. My shop is not square, it's cattywampus, or something like this. So I just decided to use the measurement from the top down on each side, and it is a little bit out of level when you use a level on it, but when you eyeball it from back over there, it looks level. I mean, even the walls are a little bit out of level in the corner and up and down. So I pretty much just built this bench piece by piece. So this is where I'm at now. I got it all framed up. It is sturdy. And no, I'm not going to use OSB for the top part of the workbench. For the top of the workbench, in the past, when I've made workbenches, I've always used that 3/4 MDF. You know, that stuff they make speaker boxes out of. Because it's really dense. But I was talking to a friend of mine the other day and asked him what he would use for a workbench top. And he had mentioned this flooring stuff. And for the most part, everybody calls it Advantech. This here is Advantech. If you'll notice, if you look over there on the floor, it says Advantech on it. Advantech is stronger than MDF and it wears a lot better. With my other benches, whenever I spill oil or anything on them, it kind of soaked into the bench and it eventually started eroding away. But with this flooring here, it kind of resists spills and everything. The MDF boards that I used to buy for my bench tops were 49 inches wide. So it was easy to get a 2-foot piece out of there. But this here is just 48 inches wide. And this is tongue and groove. So I got to cut that tongue off right there. So that's going to leave me 47.5 inches. And I'm going to have to cut it to length because I always just used to use the whole 8-foot board. This bench here is 13 feet 1 inch and 1/8 wide. So I got to cut this in half and then I can put it on top of the bench. Well, looky there. I got it done. Little tricky on the cutting, but that seam there will line up. I just got to pull it in just a little bit. I still haven't screwed this thing down. Well, I finally got my workbench done. This is something that's just been eating at me for ever since we put this building here. But I needed to get the electrical and the walls all up and insulation, you know, and all that good stuff. Now I got to work on getting the air compressor set up. I got it over there, working on that. Still got to run the lines and everything. Then I can start bringing all my other tools over here and figuring out where they go and figuring out what kind of shelves I need to build. But that's all going to take time. Well, hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. I know it wasn't very informative. I would have loved to show you how to build a workbench, but when things aren't square, it just doesn't work out. Well, again, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I upload one of my videos. And leave me a comment. I love comments. Well, everyone, you know, see ya!